Alright guys, for my next review, I want to do Dead or Alive 2 on the Sega Dreamcast. This is a Japanese version. It's actually the only version I have. Because I had one copy of this. When I went to the game store and I originally got it, they only had one copy of Japanese and they had several copies of the original, and so I decided to pick up the Japanese copy and never got an original copy. So one thing you'll see about this game is that, like Soul Calibur, is a great looking game. It's one that they really pushed the limits of the system, kind of like Soul Calibur is, in my opinion, almost equally as good as Soul Calibur. I still don't think it's quite as good, but it's still an extremely good fighting game that looks extremely good. It looks just as good as the Xbox version, to be honest with you. Which I'll do a review of the Xbox version eventually, and you'll be able to see the difference between the Xbox and the Dreamcast is very unnoticeable. So we'll get into the gameplay a little bit here. So let's do story mode. But like I said before, if you haven't noticed, a lot of my fighting games especially are in Japanese. The fighting games are a lot easier to get in Japanese than a lot of other games, because a fighting game doesn't really take a lot for you to be able to figure out what's going on as much if you don't know English. I mean, if you don't know Japanese and you only know English. And most of the stuff in the fighting games, and a lot of Japanese games, is pretty much English anyway. Just a lot of the little information is what's in Japanese. And on this game, it just happens that the player information are in Japanese and everything they say is in Japanese. But that's the way that Dead or Alive games are. They're in Japanese, but they typically have subtitles at the bottom that will tell you what's going on in English. That's one of the cool things about the story mode, is it's not quite a story mode like there is in Soul Calibur. This one, you just play straight through it like you would in an arcade, but it has these little cutscenes, and they're in Japanese, no subtitles, so you don't really know what the hell's going on anyway. But you know, they always have a cool little storyline going on with the Dead or Alive series. It's a great series. It's one of the more popular fighting series that's come along and has been on across several platforms now and through several generations. So it's a great ongoing game. The only downside to any of the Dead or Alives are the beach volleyballs, which are both of them are terrible. I mean, they're just really silly. It's just an excuse to put the girls in bikinis and let you watch them play volleyball and jump across the water on little pads and stuff. But I'm definitely not reviewing that because it's not a fighting game, although it is part of the Dead or Alive series. That's another cool thing about this game also, is that the levels are multi-platformed also. Oh, see, which are cool. It's always cool whenever. Oh, I'm about to get beat by Zach. Oh, you son of a bitch. But anyway, it's a good fighting game. Looks good. It's fun to play. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this review, and please check out my other videos and subscribe. The score for this game, I'm going to give it 91 out of 100, and that's mainly for how good of a job they did on the way it looks. The fighting gameplay is great. It's really a lot like Tekken as far as fighting gameplay goes. But anyway, like I said, please check out my other reviews that I have, and please subscribe and check out and wait for my next spotting video. Will be up pretty soon after this one. I like to post one every couple days or so, so who knows what I'll do next. I might get off the Dreamcast and go to the Genesis or the Nintendo or Super Nintendo and do some Mortal Kombat games or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, till next time, peace out.